Positively D. I'm back, and I just gotta say a few things, like always. Please, all you guys, I say this on my show all the time. Remember that HIV still exists. Please don't forget that. Don't go out there thinking that someone that you meet doesn't look like they have HIV, because HIV does not have a look. Um, go through life thinking that everybody is diagnosed with HIV until you learn that they're not, by going to get tested and you going to get tested with them. And still, you still have to wait some months, 3 months, get tested again. Still use your condoms while you're waiting to find out if that person is diagnosed with HIV. It's so hard to be in a relationship and trust. It's hard to trust. It's hard for men to trust women. It's hard for women to trust men. And even though you get that result back from your partner, um, and it says negative, who's to say that that person won't go out and mess around? Who's to say? You don't know. Um, it's so hard to find trust in a relationship. But just be aware and be careful. Remember that HIV still exists. Get tested, use protection, and if you have contracted HIV, you can get on medication and you can live a better, healthier life. Trust me. Look at me. Um, I just have a few words to say. First of all, you like my shirt? I got this shirt from No Shame in HIV. You can find it on Facebook. His name is Kevin Maloney. I love Kevin Maloney. Um, I'm not ashamed of being diagnosed or living with HIV. I'm not ashamed of who I am. Um, HIV is not me. I may be diagnosed with HIV, but HIV is not me. Um, I'm Davina. That's my name. My name is Davina. Everybody calls me D, but I have not changed, not one bit, um, with who I am and how I live my life. But I just want to share some things with you guys, and so you can get an idea of who I am, because I usually don't do this on YouTube, but I like making videos on YouTube. I like making videos on YouTube better than I do on Facebook for some reason. It's not because it's live. I don't know what it is. It's the people here on YouTube that subscribe and talk to me and have questions for me. Even the negative feedback, I don't mind it. But I'll still shut you down with a negative comment. It don't matter. Everybody has their own opinion about everything. Um, being diagnosed with HIV has changed me so much as a person. It's changed my way of thinking. It's changed how I view the world, how I view people in society, just how I see everything as a whole. I don't judge people for how they live their life. That's none of my business. Uh, they're human beings, so I treat everybody as a human being. I don't care if you're a drug addict, an alcoholic, HIV, gay, transgender, bisexual, lesbian. It doesn't matter. Suffering with mental illnesses, schizophrenia. Everybody is a human being. Homeless. It doesn't matter. I see people as people. And because I don't want anybody to judge me because I'm diagnosed. So what gives me the right to go around and judging everybody else because the way that they live their life? They're all human beings. Um, how can you though? How can you get up every day and look yourself in the mirror and be satisfied with who you are, going around judging everybody else with how they live their life? I can't do it. I love people. I love people. I'm a people person. My heart does not allow me to not love. Um, HIV has changed me. It really has. And I really think that if I wasn't diagnosed with HIV, I don't know where my life would have led me. Um, I'm not happy that I'm diagnosed with HIV. Not happy about it at all. No, I want to live with this. No. Um, I would have never thought that for the last 20 years, my life would be being diagnosed with HIV. Living my life for 20 years, taking medication every single day of my life. Um, that's a that's a tough one because in the beginning the medication made me so sick, you guys. I mean, I was so sick. 12, 13, 14, 15 pills a day, laying them out on the table, trying to figure out, take this pill with food, take this pill before you go to bed, take this one with water, take this one on an empty stomach. There were so many stipulations in 1997 when I started taking medication. It was overwhelming. I ended up always sick and vomiting because of this medication. And it caused me to be somebody that I wasn't. And when I say that because one day I took a drink. And that drink made me think in my mind that it was helping the nausea and the dry mouth and the headaches and the sickness from the medication. That every day I started to drink. It became 1 drink, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was drinking every day, walking around with a flask in my purse. I'd wake up drinking. I'd wake up sometimes by the toilet. And I had my oldest daughter, who was then 7 and 8 years old, to take care of. I was a functioning alcoholic. Functioning. I would still go to work. But I knew after I stopped drinking that the people at my daughter's school had to smell that alcohol on my breath. They had to. I hid it really good. I hid it good. And I don't want anybody to have to go through dealing with being diagnosed with HIV. And I spoke with somebody today that watches me on YouTube. And every time I speak to somebody who is following me or wants to email me or talk to me, it makes me realize why I'm doing what I'm doing. And not only that, it helps me because I know that I'm helping other people. I said to him, people like me. So people like me can understand and not be afraid that they are diagnosed. So people like me can see that they can live with HIV. And when I say people like me, I'm talking about blacks. Other people call them African Americans. I don't know where that word came from, but I call us blacks because that's what we are. I'm a black woman. So it's not just people like me though. It's everybody. Everybody. I put a face to the voice and a voice to the face so you guys can understand how it is being diagnosed with HIV, where I came from, where I'm at today. Ah, where I'm at today. Where I came from. And it was a dark place. It was dark. It was so dark, you guys. I hid all of it so well. My family didn't even know. Um, I ended up sleeping with men for money as an alcoholic. I gave up. I gave up on life. I gave up on me. Um, I gave up on my daughter. But no one in my family or my friends even knew what I was doing. If they look back now, maybe they could see the signs of how I was so standoffish, how I didn't come around. Uh, that alcohol had me messed up. Wasn't an excuse? No, it wasn't an excuse. But the alcohol made me feel better. I was self-medicating, trying to forget that I was diagnosed with HIV. So I would stay on my medication. Take it a day, take it 2 days, don't take it for 2 days, take it 1 day, don't take it 1 day. So I was on and off. And what happened and what I did by doing that, I made myself resistant to the medication. So there was a whole group of medication that I could no longer take. When I came to my senses, that was it. The drinking lasted about a year, but I knew I was hurting myself. And I knew that if I did not stop doing what I was doing, who was going to be there for my baby girl? My baby girl, Sonia. Nobody. She needed her mom. So, I stopped drinking. That's another story to that, but I did stop drinking. And I got back on medication. But it scared me when I found out that there was only a small choice of medications that I can take. And if I messed those up, there was nothing else for me to take until something new came out. So I've been on my medication ever since. I had stayed undetectable for, goodness, many years. Until about maybe 3 years ago. Might have been 4. And that's sad if I don't remember. But my sister was passing away. She was really sick. And I stayed at that hospital with her every day for 21 days. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss a day with her. We were so close, and even still today I cry because that bond I had with her, nobody can understand. Nobody. Unless you were there and could watch us, nobody can understand that bond that I had with her. I stopped my medication. She had a daughter that was always in trouble. And I took her in. I was going to court. She was in juvenile. I was running back and forth up there. I was running back and forth to the hospital. I was doing my classwork at the hospital. Me and her would look at pictures on the internet. I would read a book to her that a friend of mine wrote. Just bonding because we knew that was going to be the last time we were going to spend time together. And I stopped taking my medication because I was more worried about my sister than I was worried about my own self-care. So I didn't go to the doctor. I had a doctor's appointment. I didn't go. I had refills on my meds. I didn't get them. I just completely stopped taking my medication. My T cells, which are the T cell count is, I can't even get it out. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. My T cell count went from 1186 to 324. They dropped within 2 months. 2 months. It had to be 2 months. Running around, trying to go back and forth to the hospital, trying to pick my daughter up at school. I was doing a lot. And then on top of that, running around, trying to get a funeral plan. And it was so tiring. I was so exhausted. Even now to this day when I think about it. Right now while I'm talking, I'm tearing up because it was a lot. And sometimes, especially with women, we put a lot on our shoulders to take care of everybody else and not ourselves. So I ask you, all of you, men and women, take care of you. Take care of you first. Take care of you first. It's a must. But today, you know, this is the happiest that I have ever been in my life. The last 5-6 years of my life have been the happiest. I was in 2 abusive relationships. One physical, the other one more so mental, but they both were still abuse. And I had to step back. I had to step back and reevaluate me. Reevaluate me. Why? Why do I keep putting myself in these type of relationships? What am I doing wrong? What is wrong with me? Don't I love myself enough? And I did. So I stepped back, stayed by myself. No relationships or anything. No sex, no kissing, no hugging, no anything. And it had nothing to do with me being diagnosed with HIV. It had all to do with self and my self-care and taking care of me. So I kept going to school, doing my classes. I have 1 more year left to get my bachelor's degree. I kept switching back and forth between bachelor's and associate's degree. So I actually have 1 class for my associates, and then I'll pick back up for my bachelor's degree. And I have about 1 more year left to go for that, but I did it, and I'm happy about it. Have hope, you guys. Have hope. Hope. Hope has to do with faith. You have to believe in something in life. If you don't go to church or anything, you still have to believe in something in life to keep you going. Have hope. Faith kept me going. And without it, I don't know what I would have done. Without my oldest daughter, I don't know how far I would have gotten being diagnosed with this stupid virus, because that's what it is. It's a stupid virus. This virus keeps people depressed. People stigmatize against it. People self-stigmatize themselves. And then they're ashamed of who they are because they have been diagnosed with HIV. And the reason why is because how society views it. But with me, I don't care how society views it. I don't care how you view it or anybody else, because I'm living my life. I'm living my life. Keep hope, no matter what you're going through. Have hope. I always say, nothing lasts forever. Of course, my HIV is going to last forever, There's nothing I can do. But those bad thoughts of depression and how I felt about myself, you have to keep those things in your head. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing. My favorite saying to my oldest daughter, now she's 26, is there's always a solution to every single problem. Close your eyes and think about that. There's always a solution to every problem. If somebody is an alcoholic, there's a solution to it. What is the solution? If somebody is on drugs, there's a solution to that problem. What is the solution? If somebody is in prison and keeps going back and forth to jail, there is a solution to that problem. What is that solution? If you're in abusive relationships or bad relationships, there's a solution to that problem. What is the solution? There is a solution to every single problem in our lives. We just have to sit back, take our time, and think quietly. We might figure it out in a few hours. We might figure it out in a day or two, a week, a month. But just keep soaking in it, because you're going to figure out that solution to that problem. Thank you, you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for wanting to learn and get this knowledge that I'm trying so hard to give you. I don't do this for myself, because HIV is not about me. It's not just about me. It's about every single one of us. And it doesn't just affect me. It affects everybody as a whole. Because you live in this world, in this society. So it affects you too, because you may be one that may contract HIV or someone close to you. So please, please take the proper precautions so you cannot be diagnosed with HIV. Thank you. I just thought I'd share a little bit about me to you guys. I'm going to go now. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. I'm not just advocating on social media. I'm not just doing my show. I don't just walk the streets and talk to people. I started a nonprofit organization, and our organization is called Paz Haven Foundation. I have had that nonprofit name for 5 years, and I finally got my 501c3 tax exempt. Thank you to I Think Outside the Box Consulting Company, and I thank you, Raquel McCrae and Lilith Conley, two of my sisters I love dearly, for being there for me and believing in me. Because if it wasn't for those, the consulting company, Raina Day, I Think Outside the Box, and my two friends, I would not have my 501c3 exempt tax status today. So it's called Paz Haven Foundation. You can go to POZHAVEN, that's separate words, Paz Haven, HAVEN, foundation.org. Go to the website, you guys. Come back on here and let me know what you think about it. We're still making changes to it, so if you feel there's some things I need to change or you don't like about it, you let me know. I haven't been out in the community the way that I want to yet when it comes to my nonprofit, but I'll get it together. We got a few things that, like these bags. Let me show you these bags. Part of a program with Paz Haven Foundation is called So's Haven. And what that is as we go out and we're going to be talking to sex workers, we're going to give them wipes. Um, we're going to give them tampons and pads. We're going to give them condoms. We're going to give them, let me pour it out. We're going to give them, here it is, lube, and also give them information that they may need if they want to get tested, if they want some help to get off the streets and to stop doing sex work. And we'll give them those resources to reach out to certain organizations that can help them. Because right now, my nonprofit doesn't have a building. Our nonprofit does not have a building. So I work out of the home. We come, look at this. Let me show you. These are condoms. All these are condoms. A organization, or not an organization, Denver Public Health gave those condoms to us. And we'll use them. We're going to use them. We're going to use those condoms. We're going to put them to use. And go to the nonprofit, to the website and take a look. So we have a clothing, I call it a Paz Havens clothing donation, where I pass out flyers in the community and people call me and I go and pick up clothes like blankets, jackets, socks, beanies, and any clothes, even clothes for babies, women, children. But I need more jackets and stuff because it's getting cold, it snows here, and we want to go out and give those things to the homeless and talk to them about being tested. Just because you're homeless don't mean you can't get tested. Everybody needs to be tested. Everybody should know their HIV status. That's a must. But we're doing some things, and I'm happy about it. It's a long road. It's tiring. Doing paperwork and trying to figure out things on the internet, trying to get flyers made and volunteer applications made and t-shirts and hats. I don't have my t-shirts and hats down here to show you guys, but you'll see it on the website. So right now I'm trying to work on having a Thanksgiving event for families, but they can only bring their teenagers so that I can educate the mothers and the fathers and the teens on HIV. And then when I'm done, I will give them a turkey basket with a turkey, cranberry sauce, all those good things that people want for Thanksgiving. But I'm hoping that I can get this community grant from Walmart so I could purchase these Thanksgiving things for these families. But anyway, I love all of you guys, and thank you so much for watching me, subscribing, share my videos, please. Just bringing awareness to everybody is just something I feel that I need to do because I don't want anyone to contract HIV. Somebody said I don't need to do it, that I want to, but in my heart I feel I need to. So, one more thing. My show won an award. It is the ADAP Advocacy Association, AAA. And it's the 7th annual ADAP Leadership Award, Social Media Campaign of the Year, 2016-2017. Positively D discussion by Davina Connor, September 23rd, 2017. But I was happy about that. And I thanked them for choosing me, I don't get chosen for many things. And that's okay. But I was happy about that. I'm not doing this for awards. I'm not. But it's nice to get noticed. Because sometimes when you think that people aren't listening and paying attention and watching you, they really are. So I'm proud of that award. Uh, get a hold of me, even if it's on Messenger. I mean on Facebook, or even here, if you need anything. If you have any show ideas you want me to do with you. So, I love you guys. Bye.